Three, two, one, hit it. Wait a minute. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9er. What the heck is Abe doing that annoying portrait mode tonight? Well, I just am. Let's see. I was gonna play some music. However, I don't want to get make sure think this thing is fresh and clean, no copyright issues, none of that stuff going on. So I'm going to talk for just a few minutes. I was just going to do a music stream here, but might do that a little bit later. I want to actually get on here and talk about something important with everyone. Now, everyone out here should be familiar with the term strike wars. I remember kind of coining that with when Truthfinder and actually Breath of Settlement were going at it well over a year ago when that started up, and then it continued on with everyone else from that side of the shtick, only to be integrated into additional communities later. So, anyways, well, look who it is. It's me. So I'm here. I'm in the portrait mode. I'm not really gonna get into. Everybody already knows the whole lowdown on, but I am gonna on how this works out here, and I'm just gonna point it out, finer case in point. And that would be, hey, don't forget to vote. By the way, vote early, vote often, vote twice. Why is my okay? So where am I at here? Okay, there. That's the problem. I was in the wrong live stream. Let's see here. You gotta love technology. Go here. All right, so we'll figure this thing out. Zat's in here, but he's not blue, and why is that? I'll fix that in just a second. I gotta get back to my studio. I'm trying to get into the control panel. I'm sorry. What do they call it? The control room, if you will. Boy, that sounds techno, doesn't it? Control room. Okay, here is live streams. There it is. There's the control room. Okay, now I'm in the control room. I didn't set up a poll. I set up a poll on the wrong thing. Alrighty. So here, let's. Oops. There's so many annoying features on this thing. Thank you for joining me here tonight. It would seem in this particular side of YouTube that the more notoriety and popularity you have, if I can say that right, say that 10 times fast, but I'd rather not. The less you have to prove yourself, show receipts. Hey, darling, Truck Monkey's in the house. Zatachi, or did I say that right? 444. I like saying 444. Six Bang is in here with us tonight. Brandon, how you doing out there? You're one of our early worms. But yes, there is a strike war going down and across multiple communities. We've got 20 people now. Wow. Yeah, I should roll the intro. That's all right. I'll pass. I was just playing music tonight. So I know Lisa B is going to be going live in a while. I don't really get in her chat too often anymore because, well, she's got that Harry Balls manager modded, and hey, I don't tell anyone who they can't do that on their channels. Then I would be a hypocrite, of course, myself. But I just can't use her chat because that guy is always in there. Boy, is he an annoying asshole. Comes from Massel. Adequate for the occasion, wouldn't you say? So besides that, there is indeed a strike war going on. And I'm not sure. I don't know what the total tally is of how many channels have been taken out of orbit so far. It seems like some of the old Vegas Valleyers out there are lighting up each channels, lighting up each other's channels like fireworks, which we just got done doing, of course, for 250th Independence Day. Whoever's behind the stock account iced out. So I look at that and I'm going like, oh Jesus! I spent a half a year getting back my Honest 8.1 channel, and all of its brand accounts thereof. So I really don't want to have to deal with that again. Thank you very much. So, but yes, there is what it is. It's like a copyright takedown, and this happened to me actually. It was probably a year and a half ago on that particular channel. No. Actually, it was my main channel. It was my Glockford one. What is it called? Honest Abe, or it's at Glockford, all lowercase. That channel. I haven't used that one in quite a while. But that one there, man, that thing started with 10 subs. It's now got over 900. Shout out to my hate bonders, the Abe Nayers, and the anti-Abe Neighbors. Abe Nayers. We're the anti-Abe Nayers club. So we clash heads, right, Rob C? So, anyways, it was kind of funny to. We were over there on News Now Preston's Nashville's live last night, and we had a pretty good time. Even Crafty dubbed him a long time ago. Pegleg was on there, and so he wants money to go get a Happy Meal. Maybe we should spare him a dime or two. What do you guys think? Should we all fork in and throw in a nickel or a quarter so we can go get one? Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of grifting goes on out here in these on these streets. I didn't want to say with a K because I hate that word so much. Just like the word receipts and all that terminology came out of Discord. Goddamn you, Discord! Blasphemy. So, anyways, I just shake my head, going like, what is nuking each other's channels accomplish us? Does anybody out there? What's the point? I mean, people are just going to make another channel anyway, and they're going to come back. The shit show had gotten nailed, I guess, twice with copyrights from somebody that goes by what is it, Amber? I think it is, from the true crime / Krama side of the street, and the powers that be with Shiz Happens and all of those. Of course, I remember when Shiz was kind of co-hosting for Kate from Masshole back in the day. Whether I don't know if they still do or not, but could be, could not be, I could be. Who's boy, is that guy a wise ass? And that's in my opinion. So I've got no problem coming out here and telling you guys that this is my commentary. I'm interjecting my opinion. My food for thought. It's not necessarily the actual factual. I don't think anything is. Thanks for sharing those channels, Darlene. Appreciate that. I don't think you can get it. Oh, there is a banner. It's scrolling across the top. Look at that. That's for portrait stream. Apparently, there is this channel. I don't necessarily buy into it until I can see proof of it, of course. But you got Binks out there who's very popular on the shit show side, whose recent insinuations at me are, I was threatening to dox her with a account known as she said Tonic and Snails. However, the one that I had that's been gone for going on, at least 10 months now, possibly even a year, was called Toxic and Snails 2.0. That was actually a channel that was a brand account channel I created specifically to go after, well, not really go after anyone, just basically have fun with it. Because if anyone knows what Navin Johnson out there is, who was asserting that he coined that nickname before I did. So I created that channel. So I'm sorry. That's more True Lies. God, I hated that movie. Anyway, not my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger film for sure, to say the least. Now, Terminator 2. Now, we can talk about the Terminator series any day of the week and twice on Sunday. So I don't know. I'm asked around if anyone recollects seeing of course, she can't come up with any dates or channels or what was being said exactly, but just take her word for it. I don't think so. I don't take anyone's word for anything that doesn't take my word for anything. Is that how you guys roll? That's how I roll. I mean, if you don't believe me, why would I believe you? I had an old boss that once said, respect is a two-way street. Most people drive in one lane. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Totally. If you're not going to give somebody the time of day, or you're going to diss what somebody else says, and then you say something, and you basically demand that they just believe it, they just buy into it. I'm sorry, I just don't. I mean, uh, everybody's welcome to do whatever it is that they wish. Of course, I'm not telling anyone what they can and can't do, or. And I was going to say it. And whatnot. So there is that. But for me, it's just like, okay, give me some receipts. Well, don't be an asshole. I take that back. Don't be an ass hat. That's what I meant to say. I don't think he's an asshole. He just can be an ass hat. Then maybe I'll think about it. Iced Out doesn't have one. But anyways, one thing about the particular sides of YouTube, and I have followed a magnitude of these different types of drama style communities, and some are better, a little bit better than others. Some are way better than others. As far as the stuck on stupid repeat syndrome, it's these people, they get into this loop-de-loop cycle, and they can't get out of it. Prime, you're one of them. You absolutely are. So that's the whole thing. Okay, I'll tell you what. Stop retracting your messages. Leave them there, and maybe, just maybe, I'll think about letting you be blue again. But not a moment too soon, there, buddy. So, that's the whole thing. You can spam away. I don't give a crap. Just don't care. You can have fun with that all day long. All day long. It makes no diff. But no, it's hard to hate him. I do not hate him, but he definitely falls in that plateau of repeat trolling, vicious cycle. Oof, that had to hurt. So, anyways, yeah, quit spamming, Prime. Come on, don't be a dick. Just if you want to hang out, chill, have fun. I'm just gonna be in here for a couple of minutes. I'm not even doing a panel. I just want to get on here and talk a little bit. But yes, watch out for the strike wars, for sure, that are going on out there. And even though you might play something under fair use, section, what is it, 107 of the Fair Use Act, and all of that. Well, it doesn't mean that somebody's not going to abuse the strike takedown reporting system and get you that way. One of the ways we saw Truthfinder doing it was by, throwing up avatars that he paid for and, had, I guess, technically copyrighted to himself. I remember that going on. I've heard another method these people are using is they will you'll schedule a live stream out like 30 minutes away. And what they'll do is they'll start restreaming you before you kick it and you go live. And then with them saying, "Hey, I started this before. I started doing my stream, of course, before that they did. Even though it's a full restream of somebody else's content, they will file a copyright strike. Isn't that something? It is. So, I just, if that's true, I heard that through the grapevine. I mean, I heard it through the grapevine. That was an old classic, but I think of the California Raisin commercials. Come on, Prime, knock it off. Anyways, you might get hit again if you don't stop. Just saying. So I've got a pretty good mod team here that will, that'll take care of spamming in the chat, no problem. And I don't have any tolerance for doxing either. I don't put up with that. So there you go. Now I want to clarify something that I've researched with my own. I've looked into this myself. Is this like therapy for you, buddy? What's up? So, anyways, see now you made me lose my train of thought because I'm paying attention to you being an asshat and annoying in the chat, spamming it. I mean, I got a couple mods that are on this thing, like lightning. So shout out to the mod team, aside the replay crew. All right. Okay. Now I was going to say. So when you guys have you ever flagged somebody's comment in a chat before? Where you can right click it. There's 3 dots, and then you can scroll down, and there's a flag that says report. It's similar to the community tab, and I've understood that by flagging people if they're putting like comments in the chat that violate the rules, could wind up in them getting shadow banned. I guess up to even channel termination. Now, I've not seen a channel termination out of it per se. Don't even what I'm saying is wrong. But what I am saying is that I've seen people get shadow banned, and that is a real thing. It's like where you drop a comment on every single channel, and it's like you're literally blocked from every single channel, and it's not the channel owners doing it. It is actually the what do you call it? Brain fried here. Got to go eat dinner here in a little bit, guys. What kind of game do you want to play? Is that the real PDF out there? Not. I'm not calling anyone that. I'm saying a poor dirt farmer. Is that really him? Anyway, I think it might be. So, let's see here. But yeah, I guess it is. So anyway, welcome everyone to the chat. Let's see. So I will say this, so yeah, when you're on a panel and somebody is breaking the rules, then yes, it definitely goes back to you, the channel owner. But with comments in your chat, however, those you can click and flag those individually, and I think that's happened to me before. I can't prove it. Or I think it might have just been AI or something. There was a discussion that came up. I added to it, and I think the AI thought I was talking about something else, like hate speech or throwing a word or something that is prohibited. And then I got shadow banned with like a brand account, and that lasted for like 30 days. It actually did 30 days. So anyway, oh, did she? Okay, well, I'm just going to go a few more minutes. I like I say, if you don't see me on Lisa's channel much, I'm not mad at her. Like I told her last night, I'm not angry at Lisa. It would be hard to get angry at her, right? But I don't get her chat because she has a couple of manager mods. One in particular, though, that just keeps hitting me for with timeouts, and I just gave up. So I said, fine, you want it, you got it, you can have it. I guess in your own what do you call it, censorship and shadow boxing mind, you can have it. You're a very weak-minded individual, and we all know who that is. That's Harry Balls. Harry Balls. So let's see. Oh, the other thing I was going to mention here was Hebrew Operator made a reemerge. I got a notification. See, he's in my server. Well, no, I think he's still in my server. But I'm not sure. I have to go take a look. But when he goes live, it puts out a notification on my server that he is live, and I didn't even know it was still turned on or that his channel was still up. And he went live for a little bit. I was going to get on there and say hi to him real quickly, but then he kind of just dropped off the panel, and then it ended after a little bit. But he's still around. He is still out there, and hey, that's cool. Well, I mean, hey, better you than I. I lost my other channel, which is the channel I made a couple of years ago, and I was able to, after a long, hard battle, a fight with Google, I was able to recover that channel and get it right back. So, yo, boom shaka, was it boom shaka laka laka, boom shaka laka, like a Caddyshack, Bill Murray kind of thing, I was watching a show last night where the younger generation didn't even know who Steve Martin was. Wow. So, that's crazy. Of course, a lot of the actors today, I'm like, who's that? What are you talking about? What's that? Anyway, those are the kind of things I just want to get on here and talk about that for just a little bit. And that's what I did. So I'm not going to sit here and harp on the topic for all night. I might go live later. But I've got 225 or something, 224, 5 channels, something like that. So I am around. I can flip over. Like when, what's her name? Flying Monkey gave me 2 copyright strikes, takedowns in a row. Well, it was like 2 different videos she did. That copyright reporting is supposed to be for when you're going to like take someone to civil court and sue them. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, she did that to me, and they all laughed at it because that was a whole group there of Abe haters. Go ask Bedtime Clown. He's out there, and I get him every time because I know he doesn't like it. He don't like it when I say this and I highlight this and I say, "Well, man, I mean, you are the channels that talk shit about me for the longest time and had me blocked, so I couldn't even respond." So there definitely is that. Which that actually is true. But and I've gone over and rehashed that over and over again. So I'm not, and I have no intention of doing that here tonight with you. But just the case in point of what we know as shadowboxing, which is more of a political term, but we could apply it socially here, I guess, for sake of argument. So let's see here. I can't think of anything else to really go at, per se, but it's amazing that all the insinuations out here people throw out. It's absolutely insane. And yes, it is true that people have cloned my account. It was more recently done, and this lady, her name is Lady Scorpion. And she got mad at me because she said that I was calling her all kinds of names or going at her or something in some chat, I don't know where, somewhere or whatever. And I set the record straight with her, saying, I don't recall how even talking with you for quite a while, actually. So if you saw an Honest Abe out there or any such account, that was not actually me. Sorry. So anyway, let's see. Can't think of what else to say. Like I say, it's all I want to cover here for the not necessarily night, but I don't really go live a whole lot anymore. I just it just get fed up with it. Don't you guys get tired of it? The same old stuff. It should be over and over and over again. Never ends. How you doing, Shelly? What's going on out there? But it's I just I turn it on, and it's the same people going after the same people over and over and over. Now Vegas Valley is back in the mix, and he's putting his band back together, or per se. And it's interesting to watch that side of YouTube and how they're really going at it hot and heavy this time. And the strikes roll on. I guess something to do with him and what's his name, Tommy D out there, and stuff with striking going on. And I know that had gone on before and had gotten struck. Or wait, it was I think memory serves me right. I think didn't Tommy strike him once and then he strike him back? I know a number of other channels out there strike the shit out of other. Hey, there he is right there. There's Hebrew. I was just talking about you. He says, you're back. You're on the air. Hi and bye. Well, you want a panel link? You want to come up? Wasn't planning on doing a panel, but if you want to come up for a minute. I was going to get on say hello to you earlier today, but you kind of dropped off and then you ended it. So before I could get over to you. But okay, that's fine. But yeah, I'm glad to hear you're back in the mix a little bit there and doing your thing. But yeah, it's really interesting. It's crazy to watch the people that hate Bond out here, and it is a real thing. Oh, that does remind me. The other thing I was going to mention, of course, was Terry. The evil Terry goes by Eggplant. What is it? Healthy or greater, something like that. Now that guy, I'm not going to say too much about this. I'm just going to say I'm not going to talk about his situation with others. I'm going to talk about his situation with myself. He's had a lot to say about me recently when he's gone live, but he's got me blocked off of his channel, so I can't. He's got me shadow boxed off of it, and that's your channel, dude. You do you. But I wanted to correct one thing that he did say, however, and that was that he doesn't hate Bond. He's not into the group hating thing. But yeah, he is into hate bonding. And well, how could I possibly say that? Well, it's simple. He found out who all my arch hey nerd, what's happening? He found out who my arch nemesis, not nemesis. Here, I can show that. There you go. There's a comment. Um, who my enemies were and still pretty much are. Although a lot of them are gone now. I mean, not isn't gone, but they're just not around. They don't live stream anymore. Several people have passed away, unfortunately, and I certainly don't wish that on anyone. Not even my own worst enemies, but I mean, hey, that's we all have to face the Grim Reaper someday. Speaking of Grim Reaper, is that guy still out live streaming a lot? He's over there in the UK, Grim Reaper Network. Tyrant Wars was even going after that guy. There's a channel that's gone dead, virtually dead for over a year. Only post about 1 or 2 community tabs and maybe 1 or 2 little videos. Speaking on stuck on repeat, look at Prime's last comment there, and just so he doesn't delete it, I could highlight it. You gonna delete it, or okay? Well, then watch this. Oops, I highlighted the wrong one. There it is. See, you delete. I could go back and highlight, just so you know. So, anyways, where are we at here? Not much. I'm gonna end this thing in a couple, but so yeah, Terry joined the whole hate Abe Bond movement about 2 years ago, or I would say about 2 years ago. He did. I used to get along on him, and I used to have a lot of fun actually on like COVID's panel or Shift Happens. I remember getting up there talking to him before. So there's definitely that. But yeah, he did do that, and he blocked me off of his channel sometime shortly because that was the popular thing to do, of course. And he'll never admit that, but there you go. So yeah, it is what it is. I mean, like I said, I don't tell anybody how to run their channels. I absolutely do not. If you want to block me, by all means, block away. Have fun with it. But okay. There we go. There's a positive comment. Make a positive comment. Can everyone who's in the chat right now, drop one positive, say one nice thing about somebody, even if they're not here. Say something nice about someone. Can you do it? I mean, I can do it. Here, hang on a second. I can do it. Hang on. Let's see. Although Prime is super duper annoying, he can be absolutely a riot at other times, or in the mix. There, I just said something positive about somebody in the chat. How do you like them, Snapples? You guys do the same thing? There's a lot of negativity out there. There really is, and it does show. It does. So there, I just said something nice. There you go. Let me highlight my own comment. I said again, although Prime is super duper annoying, he can be absolutely a riot at other times or in the mix, which is true. Does anybody disagree with me on that? Well, that's what you do, Prime. Hey, Quick Vic, what's going on? What's happening there, man? I guess there's a guy who's constantly mistaken for starting out in the Vegas Valley community, which, according to him, and I believe, did not. So there it is. Here. See, what's up? There's a positive comment. Now, it's funny. People have tried to spoof my account that have done that and gone in other chats. And there's a certain way I say hi to people. There's a certain way I don't. So there's that. And I've got screenshots of fake Abe accounts hopping in all sorts of channels, trying to, obviously mimic me. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't say hi to people that way, but thank you for trying. Thank you for playing. Please come again. So anyway, I don't even know what are you trying to like spam the chat with there? Oh man, you got nailed. Okay, everyone's having a good old time with Prime. Now let me try something here. Just a minute. I'm gonna try to be nice just for once, because you're getting buried with timeouts. And I know you'll time me out if you've got a wrench. And I know on channels like Tonic and them, the shit show said no more freebies. Shout out to AC for doing that. And channels like that will, they'll encourage, people to do that, or they'll allow it, or just let it slide. However, I just gave. I'm being the bigger, better man here, I think, in this one, and I just gave him his little wrench back, and we're gonna see if he can behave with it or not. So if he can't, I mean, there's manager mods that can wipe you out. Just saying. Queef is another one who, can't seem to behave himself. So I yanked his wrench. So maybe should we try it? He's thrown some really nasty comments out at me, and that's why I pulled his wrench last time to begin with. So I don't know why you can't just act normal. But yeah, people love to just that's another thing I do want to hit on. I'm going to be very careful how I word this. But people are very quick to jump to conclusions, Matt, just like the movie Office Space. There'd be this mat on the floor, and there'd be different conclusions around it that you would jump to, right? Exactly. So people are very quick to throw people under the bridge, off the bridge. I mean, not even under the bus, to get run over and backed over a few times. But there's always these default go-tos. What's happening, Freeside? Anything new? I've talked about a few new things. Obviously, more drama stuff going on. What's happening in your world? I put a challenge up for people to say one thing that's positive or nice about somebody else out there in the chat. And still waiting for Prime to do it. He hasn't done it yet. Queef, you're out there. You want to say something nice about somebody? I mean, Freeside, you got anything? That's why I just went live for a little bit. You'll notice there are certain individuals that will not show up in my chat at all, because there's kind of this that's like the Abe Nayers. It's kind of what you would call like boycotting getting on my channel, and that's fine. That's fine. They're going to go back and rewatch it anyway. So there's that. Anyways, that's really all. Freeside Richard Hall Pass. So it's all Prime's fault. I don't know. I don't know about that one. But he is annoying as hell. He is. People. I do firmly believe that people send him to troll. Now, are you going to ask? You're going to ask for receipts for that, and very limited. I think I've got a clip or two where someone's either jokingly or said, "Prime, go over here and mess with that person." But that's about as far as receipts go. But again, I'm just hey, what's good for thee is good for me, right? If other people get out here and insinuate stuff and throw out there whatever they want, so can I. So can I, right? There you go. So anyways, let's see. I don't know if I can miss anything. Is there anything else? I used to do this Q&A segment because people would accuse me of not answering questions. And it's awful funny is that people still will throw that out at me. I remember when Black Rose, Capgun Slim does this too. And they throw out there the insinuation and fabrication that I attack women on YouTube. Women attack me, I attack them. Men attack me, I attack them. It's called tit for tat. I mean, if you're going to be getting on here and you're going to talk shit about one person or another person, I don't care if you're a guy or a gal. I don't care if you identify as a freaking it. I will absolutely go back at you. Totally. I mean, why would you? Am I supposed to go pick some roses for you? Some fresh roses and you know, take you out to dinner or something? I mean, what's up with that? If you get out here and you talk trash about somebody, you ought to be able to expect it in return, right? So there is definitely that. Prime, I think you ought not be talking on that one. Just saying. Well, you know, hard to answer when they all ask at the same time. There's a very good point. And that's part of what they do as a group troll or a group hate. And the one thing you'll never see me really get into is when people ask me questions on other panels, I don't even respond anymore with an answer. And they'll sit there and say, "Oh, you must be guilty because you didn't answer." That's funny. You know, no. I don't, because I have the right not to answer your questions. If you ask me questions, and I have the right to answer questions if I feel I should answer questions. Did he get blocked? Somebody block Prime. I don't want him blocked. Let's give him a sock for. No, he didn't get blocked. Oh, I guess he did. That's interesting. So, let's see. Or I don't know. I have to go back and look at. I don't think he got. I think he got nailed for 24 hours, which is fine because I'm gonna end this thing in a few minutes. But there's like two different. Again, I've always said there's two different existing parallels between the chat and the panel, which is just me right now. So, let's see here. No, actually, Prime hit somebody. That's what happened. So as I scroll back, I'll take a look at that later. He obviously can't behave with his wrench. I just gave it to him so people would stop hitting him, but we have manager mods out here along the way. If you happen to have a manager mod wrench, congratulations. Now, I want to tell you guys something about Q&A. And this is Freeside. Are you listening out there, buddy? Oh, you want to get up here? And I wasn't even going to drop a link. I didn't think you wanted to get on, but sure, I'll put it out there. Hang on a second here. It's right there. But before I do, I want to talk about something about something called the Read 9 steps of interrogation. Now that's something you should all look into, and I'm going to read that down to you. And it's a funny old theory of interrogation tactics that was used against a suspect in a crime back in like the 60s, who subsequently was later acquitted because of a coaxed confession based on these principles, which is actually a true story. So what that entails is how a detective interrogating somebody, trying to get a confession out of them. These different steps and things like that they would take. So the first step is positive confrontation. Second step is called theme development. I'll read that one to you because it's like, what? What's theme development? It says the interrogator offers the suspect a moral justification or excuse for their actions, shifting blame away from the suspect or minimizing the seriousness of the crime. Then handling denials. 4 comes overcoming objections. More like projections out here, right? 5 is procuring and retaining attention. Let me read that one off to you. The interrogator uses verbal and nonverbal techniques to maintain the suspect's attention, such as moving closer or touching their knee. That's interesting. 6 is handling passive mood. The interrogator observes the suspect's mood and behavior for signs of fatigue or resignation, creating an opportunity for the suspect to confess. Yep, that's how you sneak it on in there. Number 7 is presenting the alternative question. The interrogator presents the suspect with two contrasting alternatives, one that is morally acceptable, one that is not, to encourage a confession. My. 8, of course, is the oral confession, and number 9 is the written confession. Those techniques, though, however, I would definitely discourage if you were any sort of official, law enforcement in particular, investigating a crime, because these techniques were thrown out the door once it was discovered they were used on a suspect. Again, so many decades ago. All right. So anyway, is Becca? Oh, hey, good, Becca. Welcome to the channel. There's the link if somebody would like to get up. I could pin that because I got the YouTube side up. And let's say hello to whoever wants to come up, or if not, that's okay too. We'll get ready to wind her down and shut it down. So check those techniques out and check out the history of those, because it does give you an insight on. A lot of cops will never admit this, however, but these techniques are still kind of used today. You obviously what I mean. Yeah, I use the read 9 steps of interrogation technique to get a confession out of that guy. Well, there's case law on that one now that shows, well, it's a slight constitutional violation there of that person's, Fifth Amendments, Fifth Amendment rights, but their Mirandas and all that. But yeah, coaxing a confession is never good. Well, see, even if you coax a confession, you still have to prove they committed the crime. However, that's the catch-22 to that. So, you have to have probable cause and establish beyond reasonable doubt, obviously, in a court trial with a jury or a bench trial, that person is indeed guilty. Aside the confession, they knew enough details about the crime that no one else did. The timing was right. They have the modus operandi was a good, perfect match. Although there is no such thing as perfect. Yes, I do acknowledge that people have been convicted under circumstantial evidence in the past. However, is very rare today, thanks to DNA. But DNA itself is not fully accurate. However, I'm not sure what the statistics are on that. The accuracy of DNA matching. But I mean, obviously, if it got contaminated, that'd be one thing. But actually, if it wasn't, what is the accuracy? Well, the Google AI. I just looked it up. Says that it's highly accurate with results typically boasting an accuracy rates of 99% or higher. While not foolproof, the accuracy of DNA analysis is larger, dependent on the quality of the testing process and the expertise of the laboratory. Sounds kind of like a chiropractor, doesn't it, guys? Some of them are really good, some of them are really bad. But you see, the catch-22 to that is boasting an accuracy rate of 99%. And I think, I don't know, I haven't done a lot of research on this myself, but I mean, I'm glad we have it. Don't get me wrong. It's better to have it than not. But I think often at times when there's a major case going on, obviously this isn't like some petty thing, I don't know, reckless driving. It didn't result in any injury or anything like that, which could literally be going 15 over the posted speed limit. Like in the middle of nowhere, for example, or versus somebody who committed a very heinous crime like murder, she wrote, right? Dun, 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 dun. So anyways, there it is. There it was. There it shall be. So, that's an interesting thing to get into. What scientists will argue it. There's been, obviously people in the past that have unfortunately been in high powers of being in charge of doing DNA testing and tainted results, which is very rare, but it happens to, make it look like someone else committed the crime versus did not. I'm not really a true crimer. I just thought I'd throw that out there. But anyways, but has anybody ever heard of that? What I talked about, the The read 9 steps of interrogation tactic. I remember studying that years ago, just kind of looking at it in college a little bit. Whoa, that's kind of shady right there, you know? That's not just shady, that's Slim Shady, right? Um, so please stand up. Please stand up. I'm the real Shady. Yes, the real Shady. Okay. So, anyways, you know what I mean by that, right? So, anyway, I'm just shooting the shit right now. But, well, you know, Prime, I just gave you a mod, but oh, that's right. You don't have a big one. You don't have a big boy wrench. Well, you know, you call me that too there, buddy. So there's definitely that. Hey, I give credit where credit's due. It was actually Rebel, aka Connie, that taught me how to make a free overlay on here to protect my channel against people like Prime. What do you mean, protecting myself from people like Prime? How could I say such a thing? Well, I can because I'm talking about the inability to trust certain people when you bring them up on your panel before you know what comes next, and they try to get your channel nuked or struck. What is it? AC and them, or was ASMR that used to always say, "Here comes the porn bomb." So that's what I'm talking about. So there you go. There it is. So like I could show you guys. They've done some rearranging and some changing on here. Yeah, they actually have. And oh, here it is. Here we go. So I what you do is you check the loop thing. Oh yeah, they've got this in like mini tiles. It's really crazy. So I gotta find the video one I did. Oh, here's one. This is perfect. Share a video clip. What? What in the world is going on here? Did they take away the ability to use video clips for free? I think they did. Yeah, they did. I'll take a screenshot of this, actually. It says share a video clip. The free plan comes with one example video. If you would like to share your own videos, check out our upgraded plans. So I think they've taken that ability away from us, guys. So that stinks. Huh. I didn't know that. I knew they've been doing a lot of changes, but I didn't realize like that many changes. Because I'm tapping that video to share it. It's going, no, you're not. You're not going to do that. So, huh. Well, if you want to share a video on here, I guess you're not going to do it unless you get the upgraded version. So that's something new. Because I've got a bunch of videos and like GIFs and things on here, and I guess that's not going to happen now. Now, I knew they were doing that with the overlays prior, but I did not know, however, that they were doing that with video clips. Did you guys know that? I didn't know that. So, anyways, I honestly believe that the words defamation as in of character and slander have been torched, absolutely just obliterated, roasted, toasted, and beyond burnt to a crisp. Even the pile of ashes got swept away in the Oxford Legal Dictionary. Okay, sounds great. Thanks for stopping by. I think I'm gonna wrap this thing up here. Maybe go a few more. Maybe I'm gonna go 10 more minutes and round it off to an hour. I mean, we can do that. Why not? So yeah, it is about making money. But yeah, that's a bum deal. They took that away. They took that feature away because that's what I was using for the longest time. Oh wait, somebody's trying to get up, but I think it's Prime, so I can't let you up because I can't put an overlay on right now. So I know what I'm going to go do now. I'm going to go see about getting another program, which is basically the same price now is but StreamYard used to be, and that's the Evmux one or Evmux. Actually, it was Hebrew Operator that introduced me to that. So thanks for dropping in. Yeah, we kind of missed you out here, man. So let's see here. But yeah, that's that. I'm clicking this thing and I'm going, let's do a video clip. Let's do this. Let's hit it. I mean, what's next? The banner? Are they going to take that away from us next too? I mean, come on, really? This stinks. I had a perfect video clip to share, and they're saying, nope, you're not going to do that now. That's not going to happen for you. So screw these people. Was it Bending Spoons that owns this? And I'll go to something else. So there you go. I like them Snapples. All right. Any let's do the Q&A segment. All right. It's time for number one. This is it. Here it comes. Number one. Where did that come from? Dr. Demento show. Who's Dr. Demento? Come on. You guys remember that guy in the 80s and the 90s? Used to be on the radio on the weekend? Man, I sure do. That's the guy that made Weird Al Yankovic a big star. Can you believe that? Yeah, he did. Oh. Anyways, let's see. Q&As. Let's have them. Questions. You got questions? We got Blank Stares, a Radio Shack. Meantime, I'll sing a little tune here, and I'll kill my own panel in doing so. You ready for this? This is an oldie but a goodie. I remember I grew up watching this a little bit. Well, the reruns of it for the most part, because I was like single digit years when this thing was going offline. But and let's see. Yes, I am going to sing because it's what I need to do, Prime. So anyway, kind of bummer. I think. Wait a minute. Is it possible they're not letting me have overlays because I'm in what you call it the the portrait mode? That could be why they're not letting me. That's why this isn't working. But I don't know because I clicked it and it said this is for the free plan. Comes with doesn't come with sharing more than the example video. Well, that kind of sucks, doesn't it? I think it sucks. I didn't even do my poll, so geez, that sucks even more. Jesus. All right. All right, let me sing here for you. You guys love my singing. Drop down to 7. See what I mean? I'm not getting any questions, so what the hell? 1, 2, 3. Me, hit it. Baby, if you've ever wondered whatever became of me, I'm living on the air in Cincinnati, WKRP. Remember that song, guys? Got kind of tired of packing and unpacking, town to town, up and down the dial. Maybe you and me were never meant to be, just maybe think of me once in a while. I'm at WKRP in Cincinnati. How do you like them Snapples? I whistle scratching. That was a cool sitcom, and I told you about this the turkey dropping scene in that around Thanksgiving, of course, from the helicopter. That scene was unfortunately from a tragedy that happened in my hometown, Rockford, Illinois. That is. In 1965, Santa and his helper were at the Northtown Mall, and they were parachuting out of a helicopter to land down and hand presents out to the kids and their families, their parents below. And there was, I don't know how many people are out there, 30,000 people or 13,000. There was a lot of people out there, I know. And so the big crowd that was down below. And unfortunately, his parachute, for some reason, malfunctioned, and it did not, it just didn't work. Let's just say Santa took quite a big fall, like Humpty Dumpty, and he landed in someone's backyard. It's a true story, but sad true story. So, can you imagine what it would have been like for all those kids and their parents to see Santa Claus, take a big, hit like that? Boy, geez. So yeah, that would have been in 1965. If you don't believe me, you can look it up and check it out. It's a true story. So I guess the writers of that show, someone was obviously aware of it or got wind of it or something, and somehow they caught wind of it with the 70s when they a decade or so later when they start doing the actual show, and then they incorporated that, of course, with the turkey drop scene. So anyway, thought I'd throw that out at you. So yeah, that's kind of how it goes in show business. Okay, guys, that's all I got for you. Thanks for dropping in. We'll see you on the next one. All right, Prime. I know you're lighting up the back chat, but I can't let you up right now. I just can't. It's just not going to happen. I actually see him blinking his whatchamacallit backstage. So I know that's you, and nope, I can't let you up. So sorry. Yep, that's you, all right. I'll figure. I'll get a paid plan next time I go live. Maybe, just maybe, and we'll do it that way. Then I can have my overlays and everything back. So that'd be more fun. Well, thanks for tuning, everybody, and we'll see you on the next one. Okay. Prime, you're gonna keep lighting up my back chat. Oh, how about you do go live? Abso-freaking-lutely. Okay, bye. See you later. Forgot to say one thing. Always forget to say one thing. All things being equal, all good things must come to an end because everything's inevitable and nothing is forever, which is a very long time, by the way. And the small YouTuber always hedges their bets. Thanks for dropping in. See you on the next one. Don't forget to write. Que sera, sera. Game over. Not two. That is. Hey, where's that guy been at lately? Anyway, gotta go. Running. Ta-ta. See you later.